Okay, let's do this. Let's get this day started and everything. Yes, Pupper, we're doing things. Good dog. Good dog. Today we are Goblin. There is no going around it. Goblin today. And I am not entirely sure, but I think this is the last chapter of the game. I think. I'm not 100%. I may be wrong. But it's possible. I don't know. Hi, Pupper. Down. No ups. No ups. You get scritchies, but no ups. Yes, I know. Happy dog. Happy dog. Ezra, I hope your day is going fantastic. Kai, I already know your day is going terrific. I had to check. I made sure. But now we gotta talk to the confessor. We did our job. Now we gotta go find the bandit or whatever she be. I don't remember. My, haven't you been busy? All the former dark stars have returned. Just like old times. Together we conceived a plan. According to Orloth, Vela has fled to the Underlands. And what's more, she knows where. You will take these Darkstar criminals as your companions. You will pursue Vela. You will not fail. Okay, so what do we do? What will we do? So how will we do it? Caxton Frost has finished repairing the blinding light. We can launch a small cutter airship on an expedition to the Underlands. But first, I will let you do the honors of activating the blinding light. Go to the main control panel and set the alert for battle stations. That is up here? This one? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh! So it's a whole ship. It's just... I thought it was just... Okay. Okay. No going back, I suppose. Do you feel that? The blinding light takes to the skies once again. You never said this was an airship. She scoffs. Have you not seen the grand painting? Or its many reproductions? The blinding light impales a horror? Or heard the numerous songs and stories, embellished as they may be? I cannot be blamed for your ignorance. Okay, that's fair. I just didn't expect it to be an entire goddamn boat. So what's next? You and the former Dark Stars will assemble in the counter ship, into a counter worship strike force to pursue Vela. Your mission is as follows. You will make your way to the hangar of the blinding light, where there a small cutter airship ready to descend into the Underlands. Jack Basalt will pilot the craft, while the Duchess's magic will shield it from the unrelenting chaos of the Understorms. Caxton Frost will disarm whatever ancient security systems you find on the surface. Once you land, Orloth will guide the way to the cradle. Exactly what the cradle is, we do not know, but Vela thinks it can rewrite the very fabric of reality. Needless to say, she must be stopped. She pauses. A ghastly rattle issues from within her workings. Is that a sigh? She sounds almost moved. Listen, Confessor. If it were up to me, we'd have a whole naval fleet hurtling down there. But the Union Navy doesn't want to hear it. They think this coffin they stuffed me in has clouded my reason. I have the authority to send only the most expendable of my tribunal. She points a mechanical limb in your direction. But loath as I am to admit it, you've proven yourself as capable as an operator under my command. So it falls solely on your team to stop Vela at any cost. Remember that she meddles with forces beyond our comprehension and threatens the stability of not just the Apostatic Union, but the whole of the Sky Realms. Is your mission clear, Confessor XVII? All clear, ready to go. Good. Make your way to the hangar to depart. Okay, there is one thing. I did see an achievement that I didn't upgrade my weapon all the way. I'm very curious. Oh! Void Greatsword. Clockwork Greatsword. Shroomweave Greatsword. A great shard of inky blackness. This blade must have taken an enormous amount of extremely rare voidstone to forge. A constrictive form of the Clockwork Kingdom. This greatsword can be reconfigured into a large gun, practically a portable cannon. Yes, please, can I have? How do I get this? How do I get that? I want. Give. Please. Bombard your foes from afar and feel like a skyship captain with both feet still on the ground. Shroomweave. A shimmering greatsword of Shroomweave, a weapon long coveted by the Wiccan Nope. We want gun. I want gun. How do I get gun? Story want gun. Okay, we'll just head down. It'll be fine. We'll do fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen. All aboard the funny little boat. We'll be fine. And we crashed. Yep, that does seem about right. You wake with a pounding head. You gasp for breath. Your lungs fill with an acrid air. Everything hurts. Basalt eyes you without sympathy. You look like squid shit, Confessor. You must feel like you've been chewed up by a typhus. Let me fill you in. He gestures around you. The cutter crashed. Yeah, I kind of noticed. So that's why I feel awful. Well, not just that. You see, we stashed a bunch of protective suits in the cutter, thick leather garments sealed with stitches and cipher, to ward off the miasma that clings the air down here. They all got burned up in the crash. The only thing we could save, he taps to his mask, was this. So that dizziness, that head pain, the stinging in your lungs, I'm afraid that's the miasma, the curse. I'm sorry. I'll be fine. He slaps you on the shoulder. That's the spirit, eh? You'd have made a fine dark star back in the day. He looks around. Anyway, you might be able to salvage some sort of protection down here, if you're lucky. There's been plenty of foolhardy expeditions to the Underlands, and the archaeologists, well, let's just say they don't often come back. The others will be fine. Frost and the Iberian have respirators built into their suits, and the Duchess, well, she's not been breathing for centuries anyways. That's fair. Wow. So we're actually here. The ominous Underlands, below the clouds. Even 4 centuries ago, back when I could breathe fresh air, this place had a mystical quality. From Verdant, we could see the twinkling lights of Iberian cities, distant and beautiful far below us. Once I even met one. An Iberian delegate was sent to meet with my father. They arrived in a craft of pure metal. I never seen anything like it. But I must admit, to be here after all these years feels underwhelming. I thought even in death their cities would hold a certain majesty, just as my own home still does. But this is a dreary, ugly place, strewn with rust and bone. Let us not linger more than we need to. I'm cursed. Can you help? She waves a hand dismissively. Oh, I've already done all I can. While you were unconscious, I sealed your organs with a cipher that should buy you some time. After a moment of silence, she sighs. Look, Confessor, I apologize if I seem flippant. It's just, as endless the plight of mortals can seem quaint. Sure enough, you will experience agonizing pain as the miasma takes hold. Your body will atrophy as it consumed by fungi, gradually stiffening until you are rooted in place. There you will stay for centuries or more, dimly conscious of your torment. I know to you it probably seems like a tiresome ordeal, but to someone like myself who has already experienced a half millennia of anguish, well, it actually sounds rather interesting. Variety is the spice of unlife, no? Nonetheless, I do not wish this fate upon you. We should make haste. Do you know what dangers we'll face? The Iberians were masters of fusing the eternal with the physical, cipher with machine. Forget that petty trinket you may have witnessed in the Clockwork Kingdom. They're mere imitations of what the Iberians could create at their peak. It is said they even made machines that could walk and talk with functioning minds of pure cipher logic. As someone who has studied the art of cipher for longer than any mortal, I can tell you plain, this is no simple feat. It is said that the creations outlived the Iberians themselves, and still linger down here. If this was the only danger we faced, I would be rightly concerned, but it is not at all. The Whirlwind was a syntax cascade that unraveled the very essence of everything it touched. Many people were killed, but some bore worse fates, twisted into wraiths of malign intent. Whatever we need to do here, we should do it quickly. What's with the tent? Oh, that's my transpositional supply tent. It's woven with intricate cipher spells that distorts time and space. So it's far bigger on the inside than it appears. Oh, it's a TARDIS. Feel free to use it to craft or stock up on supplies. There's also a portal that leads back to my dwelling in the Endless Realm. Though at this stage I think it would be unwise to retreat. We should press on. Agreed. Frost? Frost is peering through a spyglass at the edifice of metal and shattered glass upon the nearby clifftop. Magnificent. The structure is very nearly intact. Imagine what it looked like in its prime. He lowers the spyglass and examines you, looking remarkably unruffled by the crash. You survived, then. Well done. Knew you had it in you. By all objective yardsticks, our situation is dire, and yet I cannot help but feel a sense of anticipation. Uncovering the secrets of this place has been in my life's work, and now we are pursuing the greatest secret of all. How ironic that it should be due to my own mistake, rather than those that some comfortably long-dead civilization. He mutters to himself, Keep your head in game. Keep your head in the game, Horace. Or Caxton? Whatever. I'm cursed. Can you rig up some kind of protective device? Alas, our bumpy landing has left me with the requisite materials to improvise a new filtration mask. But we're not that far from where the Murano expedition went down back in 35. Some of their equipment might still be intact. Your sole chance of survival is to limit exposure. Every minute, every heartbeat that you spend here without a mask will bring you closer to the fate worse than death. Should you fail, I can at least offer you the same remedy I gave my old colleague, Magda. He digs in his pocket and opens a palm to reveal a little ball with some waxy substance. Venom of the purple-spotted typhus, extremely deadly and quite painless. She made me promise, you see. I'll pass for now, thanks. Then you better hurry. Tick-tock, my dear, tick-tock. So you've been to the Underlands before? As William the slug lover said to the young maid, it was only the once, back in 33. I was chosen to lead the Clockwork Kingdom's first and only surface expedition at the time. I considered this a high honor. Only by miracle of impromptu engineering did we fare any better than old Stultus in 26. A mere half of us died instead of all. Still, chin up, eh? Back then, we didn't have the Duchess with us. Basalt said you had some plan to get us out of here. Correct. In ancient days, this entire continent was crisscrossed by advanced transportation network, allowing the Iberians to travel hundreds of leagues per day in perfect comfort. These auto coaches, as contemporary scholars have dubbed them, were propelled at high velocity along special courses by an unknown means. If you've ever been inside a modern-day mining operation, you may have seen wagon tracks inspired by their example. Hence, our first priority is to get, he points at the cliff top, there. If any such conveyance remains operable, I believe I can commandeer it. Alright, suppose I'll get going. Where's the Iberian? Where'd she wander off to? I need to talk to her. I have no idea where she is. It's not bigger on the inside, you liar. Respawn point. Well, at least there's some Eye of Pagath growing down here. That's nice. Oh, wait, that might be the Iberian over there. Yeah, that's her. You know, all my life, I've had these recurring dreams. A metropolis of light, towers of shimmering steel and cipher, vast ships sliding through the air like they weighed nothing at all. She sighs. I think part of me has always been searching for this place, just to see it with my own eyes. And now I'm finally here, in this wasteland. Is this wasteland really all that's left? I thought the Iberians, for all their hubris and arrogance, had built something that would endure. But maybe their achievement was just a dream after all. Nothing but fabric draped over a weak scaffold. Do you know where Vela is? Far in the distance, past the fog and lightning, there's a giant metal orb. That's the cradle. The most advanced piece of tech or magic, or both, to have existed. That's where Vela is. No doubt about it. She's been planning this for years, and if we're going to stop her from activating it, we better move fast. Vela is well ahead of us already. I've been cursed by the miasma. She nods. I'm sorry about that, Confessor. I've seen people come back from expeditions, even just from low-lying islands, afflicted with the curse. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how bad it can be, but the Duchess has already worked her magic on you, and if we can get this over quickly, you should recover. Let's join arms and fight together. She shifts her sword. Alright, lead the way. Oh, we actually have a companion. That's cool. I don't really need one, but cool. Hey, maybe she actually knows how to open these. I've been wanting to open these fucking things for ages. My lore skill is too low. I don't fucking think so. Try again. Oh, that didn't help much. Robot. Cool. Companion. I would have liked to bring Caxton with us. I want to see what his cane does, because I'm pretty sure it's just a gun. Maybe if I brought him along, I could have gotten that coin to upgrade my stuff. That would have been nice. Game said I could have a gun. I want the gun. That's just me. I want it, but the game doesn't want to give me it. Oh, he has a chainsword. That didn't help him much. Okay. Put that on, put that on. Fancy chest. Tatty attire. Clothes make the man, and these, manufactured long ago in Iberia, make the man resplendent, enabling the wearer to entice more powerful foes. Faded and tattered though they are, these threads of cipher running through these ornate robes retain their power in the power to mesmerize. Okay, so out of sheer curiosity, can I upgrade them? Oh, he's got a gun. Is Iberian okay? Yeah, she's just over there. I'm just checking out of sheer curiosity. Nope, can't upgrade them. They are just what they are. I mean, cool. Okay, so if she loses sight of me, then she just stops following me entirely. I mean, I guess that's something. Game? Hey, Caxton. Frost is fiddling with a handheld device that resembles the offspring of a dulcimer and a carriage clock. Silence, if you please. This procedure requires concentration. A deep mechanical boom sounds from within the walls of the door begins to grind open. Evidently, the Iberians haven't revised their sealing spells since my last visit. Rather careless of them, huh? Incidentally, I believe we are close to the crash site I mentioned. If you wish to survive this little jaunt, I suggest you search for the filtration mask. What happened to your last expedition, anyways? First, our vessel's buoyancy engine broke down upon arrival. Then our signal flares proved to be duds, so we missed our rescue rendezvous. Our thermometer fritzed out at anything above 7.3 millihex. Thermometer? Thou. And our faulty breathing cask became overpressurized, causing us to hallucinate. Hi, Jean. This is my first inkling that the Clockwork Kingdom's vaunted manufacturing powers might be in decline. Frankly, without late colleague Magda, I wouldn't be standing here today. In the end, everyone got medals, living and dead. And the king, no doubt, thought our discoveries... It's kind of like Morrowind. It's sort of like Morrowind. It is Dread Delusion. Is a game. I think we're on like the last chapter of it. I'm pretty sure. I hope you're having a good day, Jean. The king, no doubt, through our discoveries many times more thought our discoveries many more times valuable than we had paid them for. Alright, let's keep moving. By all means, I will remain here for a few ticks to ensure no one is left behind. Alright, I guess I go this way. I know I'm supposed to go there, but I want to find that filtration mask. I'd rather not end up dead. Cipher network severed, critical memory failure, power level dangerously low. Further, multiple organic anomalies detected, reality distortion in progress. Additional information restricted to Class C citizens and above. Look around, machine, everyone's dead. Yeah, put on the funny hat and the perfume. I'm sure putting on a funny hat and perfume will make this hologram work better. Everyone's dead. You want a classy person? I'm the best you're gonna get. Analyzing. Speaker statement is correct. Population drastically reduced. Situation critical. Additional information request granted. City of Alberta's population decreased. Estimated 99.99%. Fungal growth in city limits. Critical saturation. Anomaly detected. Analyzing. Certain fungi contain human genetic material. Traces of cipher channeling detected. Reality is being distorted nearby. Conclusion: speakers should pay special attention to the environment around humanoid fungi. All may not be as it seems. Ceasing communication. Good to know. What about this? Can I go in? I can. I'm not gonna go in there just yet. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, you get yourself food and you enjoy that food. You enjoy all your food. Get all the rest you can. Okay, there's the Iberian. Okay, maybe going through the tunnel is where it ended? I have no idea. I'm gonna check. I know the game says I am basically on a time limit, but I'm sure I'm fine. Thank you for the water, Ezra. Thank you very much. I don't know. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I need that mask. But I don't know which way I'm supposed to go for the mask. Maybe I could just keep going this way. I think this path down here is just a more enemy-condensed path for that. Which, I don't mind. I can get rid of them. It's not like I'm gonna lose a fight to a bunch of robots. That one has a gun, though. I missed. I missed completely. Alright, problem solved. Yeah, just a less enemy condensed path. Oh my god, a bot trying to shill for a viewer site. No thank you, get the fuck out of here. Be gone, wretched thing. Probably gonna be a lot of Death's Veil around here. She breathes heavily. The stench of machine grease is in the air. These things really know how to fight. They ain't like the smaller ones I've seen in the Sky Realms. These ones parried and riposted my blows. They learned my moves and react accordingly. It's like they're really thinking. If Iberians built these things with just metal and magic, what else can they create? She shifts, suddenly uneasy in her armor. Says no more. Who knows? Oh, is that what it's talking about? Well, those are clearly alive. Oh, it's the Duchess. The Duchess is clutching her head. Ah, Confessor, I didn't sense your presence amongst all this noise. Are you alright? I'm not in pain. I'm just overwhelmed with psychic information. She gestures ahead. You see that? All these fungi? They're not like the growths we get in the Sky Realms. They are the cursed bodies of those, she winces, pitiful souls who survived the whirlwind. Their fungal forms have coalesced into a superorganism. Their minds are as one, united in anguish and misery. I can hear their silent screams, their fractured memories. But one voice stands out from the cacophony. A workman with a special key. I see it sliding in an auto coach lock. He lived in that house over yonder. I think you'll do well to pay it a visit. You bet. I can do that. If I can figure out which house it is. He didn't exactly point. Hey, I'll figure it out. It's not that bad. Ghosts and hatred, that's all these are. I still don't, like, rightly know where I need to go. This place isn't gonna have much of a map, I'm gonna be honest. Auto coach key. This key was found in a Iberian conductor. Found on an Iberian conductor. Will open the doors of an auto coach. Perfect. So that's that collected. So this loops back. Yeah, this okay, that just loops around. So I am supposed to go into that tunnel. Good to know. But I still haven't found the expedition site, so chances are I'm fucked. I'm doomed, I'm fucked, I'm never gonna get my cannon sword. Then I'll be sad. And this opens whatever that is. No idea what I activated. Not a clue. Just gonna keep hoping I can find the crash site. Oh, no, this is not where it is. Where is it? No, that's an auto coach. This is the auto coach. When I was wandering the forest below, I could sense the memories of thousands of a thousand Iberians. I saw this place as a sprawling cityscape with towers and palaces beyond the mastery of the endless mason. But to see the same cities stretched before me is totally destroyed. So totally destroyed? It's enough to make even I, who has lived many mortal lifespans, ponder the fleetingness of our feeble human exploits. That's fair. Oh, heck. A heck of a view from up here, eh, Confessor? Like one of those fancy Bionian landscape painters slurped some bad mushroom stew and painted their fever dream, he chuckles. We're in luck. Do you see the city in the distance? That's where these auto coaches should take us. From there, it should be a leisurely stroll to the cradle. That's good. But I still don't have a mask. I think I'm going to take another look around just to... Yeah, no, the map's not going to help here. Because I do really want to find that mask, because that could be like a key item for one of the endings. I can almost guarantee it. And I'd rather live, thank you very much. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, you know what? Let's just keep going. Fuck it. If I don't get the ending I want with me living, so be it. There's always a next playthrough. You know, where I can actually look stuff up instead of the first blind playthrough. Alright, everybody in the auto coach. Frost emits a torrent of bizarre epitaphs as he wrestles with the mechanism. 10,000 toffee chewing, blistering, confounded fiddlesticks! He kicks a tram with one steel caped boot. It rings like a gong. Frog me backwards with a blinking battle axe. Having trouble? Frost looks uncharacteristically embarrassed. Please accept my profound apologies for the delay. This is quite the most advanced machine I've ever encountered, and I'm not accustomed to the degree of obstinacy. I've managed to restore motive power, but these security measures are startling in their elegance. I can only guess that the Iberians consider the autocoach network to be one of great strategic value. It all seems to revolve around some sort of key. Never fear, I'm confident I can bypass it. Let me see if I can track down this key for you. What? Absolutely not. That would be cheating! You look like you should do with some help. Frost looks at... Yeah, okay, so that just repeats. I'll leave you to it. I can see it lingering on the horizon. The cradle. She's so close. Thank you for the water, fish! Thank you. There's no time to tarry, Confessor. Let's hurry and get on that auto coach. I don't see what you're looking at. Where's the cradle? What does it look like? I have no idea. Not a clue. You're on the spoil. You are a spoil sport, you know that? I would have gotten it working without the key. All I needed was another hour, possibly 2. 7 at the very most. We don't have that type of time. Go ahead and get this thing moving. We'll go ahead and use the key, Confessor. The anticipation is killing me. Oh, ha ha. Well, what are you waiting for? Put the key into the control panel. Let's get her going. That is one hell of a key. Oh, that's the cradle. The giant sphere. Oh my god, he was T-posing. I saw it for just a split second. I've erected another instance of the transpositional supply tent. Due to some clever cipher trickery, it can exist in 2 places at once. So you can use it to revisit the cutter crash site if you so desire. That said, I feel we should not linger any longer than we need to. Let's make our way through the dreadful city as quickly as we can. Yeah, I didn't find the thingy thing, so... Frost is gawking around with innocent wonderment. Just look at that! You can fit my hometown entire population into a handful of these towers. How in the blazes did they support so many people? He snaps his finger, looking back at you, with wild surmise in his eyes. Of course, the auto coaches move goods and labor to wherever it needs and at lightning speed. It all fits together, don't you see? They could live in the countryside and work in the city. Or vice versa. Devote whole buildings, whole towns to a single purpose. Utterly specialized and optimized. The Clockwork Kingdom perfected. She fidgets in her armor, clearly restless. We're close, confessor. For better or worse, we'll be upon Vela soon. But don't get careless. The city is a tangle of walkways, tunnels, and crumbling masonry. It may take us a while to find a route through. Let's get going then. I don't want to take her with me this time. Well, I've been to plenty of places in my time. For the floating ziggurats to Azafara, to the glittering domes of the Riovan Council chambers. But this city, even in its ruins, it's a spectacle. He wipes his brow. Let's have a moment to take a breather. This city looks to be crawling with mechanical guards, so we need to have our wits about us. When you're ready, we'll head to the tallest tower over there. At its peak, the Duchess has scried some sort of auto coach that's angled towards the cradle. Not going to be an easy climb, but I ain't got any better ideas. Still, could be worse. He points at the slums beneath the city. At least we don't have to go down there. He's got a point. An explosive! Hooray! I haven't used any explosives at all this playthrough. I barely even used throwing knives. Lore skill too low, just pop on a hat and then bam! I don't know what that did. That probably did nothing. Oh, hey, it's another one of these. Oh boy, put on my gear. Unlock that shit right now. Oh, is this another cipher lock? Iberian ore? I want the clockwork coin. I very much want that instead. Can I have that? Can I make a gun? Is that allowed? Am I allowed to do that? No? Huh. Okay, so that's just a wall of enemies. Well, doesn't hurt to get rid of them. They're not much of a threat to begin with, so... Thank you. Out of curiosity, I know I can look at my stats. Player deaths, too, and I'm pretty sure both of those were to fall damage. I am undestroyable. Undestroyable? Theoretically. No, I don't think there's anything on those. Wow. It seems as though this is a theater of some kind. How intriguing. In the endless realm, we're beset with playwrights and poets who make up for their lack of talent with an abundance of time. It's strangely comforting to find a cultural panel here. I wonder, despite their grand achievements and innumerable luxuries, do Iberian poems still lament the beset of human follies? Do their tragedies still brim with the pathos of regret? I mean, that's kind of what they're supposed to do, so yeah. To think, this room once held hundreds of my ancestors, united in merriment. I suppose this is the closest I'll be to some sort of home. And yet, among the rusted, empty seats, I've never felt more alone. There is an extra 4 of us here. You are not alone at all. We need to get to the top of this tower, but seems like there's no staircase, and the elevator out there, he points at the exit, only goes down. Looks like we're going to be taking a trip to the slums after all. Just my blasted luck. Frost whistles, then listens to an echo. Perfect acoustics. What is that creature? A captive ghost? No, too clean. Mechanical? No. An artificial player for a technological stage? How did they do it? Flitch me, I think, just to think of the possibilities. Plays performed once, then reproduced elsewhere, like a bottled vision without the solipsism. Solipsism? Hear the voices, see the passion of the great actors long dead. Time, no obstacle. Distance, no barrier. It's a hologram, bro. Oh shit, I only have 16 lockpicks. Well, down we go, I guess. These are the deplorable slums of the Iberian underclass. Many think every Iberian must have lived like a king, but they built their sprawling cities from blood and sweat of the poor. With such technological prowess, the Ibrians could have built a paradise for every person in their empire. But I think they enjoyed the disparity. After all, for one to be considered rich, another must be destitute. It's why I could never quite believe in Vela's ambition. Call me a cynic, but paradise is only for the periodicals. In truth, we'll always be scrambling in the mud. I just saw like a skeleton inside that. Yeah, there's a skeleton inside that. Good to know. Oh my gosh, Angel! Thank you for the 7-stream streak. I appreciate it very much. I hope you're doing good tonight, Angel. Ow. Thank you for the water, Angel. No, bad fish, not allowed. Thank you for the water.
This stream was sponsored by food. Go get yourself some food today.
Food is good. You can get food. Food is very good. Go get food. No stabbing. Go get food. As a child, I would stare down from Verdant, past the clouds below, to the shimmering ocean of light that was the Iberian Empire. No, you can't do that. That's illegal. Don't do that. I believe that every man, woman, and child must have gone to bed with a full belly. It's strange to see that, in fact, they have their own serfs and peasants just the same. Angel, no, that's illegal. You can't just do that. That's not allowed. I'm guessing there's going to be a couple more of those switches. Okay, bye, fish. Have a good day. Yeah, at least I didn't unlock it. Okay. Theatrics. Ridiculous. Go to bed, fish. Speed shoes. Natty looking boots, but more than just fashionable. The silver toe caps are inscribed with cipher magic that quickens the wearer's footsteps, increasing movement speed by 40%. Popular with messengers, rangers, and anyone trying to get the weekly shop done quickly. Cool. I'm already absolute speed, so we're just gonna put those on real quick. I am speed. Absolute speed. I'm gonna... okay. Where's my glasses? There's my glasses. There's my lore hat. Activate the thingy. Is there any more to mess with? There's gotta be more of those buttons around here, right? Where are they? Is it only that one? Nothing activated. Oh, it just opens that. Okay. Okay, so that just goes around to where I came in. So this way is the right way. Or not. Okay, you do that, fish. Have fun. Or don't. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer to your shenanigans are anymore. Explosives! No. Vault key, an ornate vault key with a note wrapped around it. This note is hastily scrawled in Old Iberian. You can make out a single word. Skyra. Hey, we got the key to all those fucking doors that I kept seeing. Finally. Why is it down here in the slums, though? Yeah, I can. Looks like this shaft leads back to the coach house. Use it if you need to resupply, but try not to linger. We got ways to get to. Last I saw, Frost was repairing an elevator at the base of one of the giant towers. If it works, that should get us to where we need to go. Okay, I'm just going to activate this because shortcut. Yep, that leads back there, so I'll just... Oh, I didn't even open the shortcut. I'm stupid. Oh, well. that could be better. I don't know. Frost, is that thing working? No keys necessary this time, Confessor. I've applied the lesson of my inconclusive struggle with the auto coach to the recalitrant elevator? I don't know that word. And it proved no match for Caxton Frost. I mean, Horace Metcalf? When you throw the lever, we shall soar like dragonflies up to the highest peak of the metropolis. Or possibly be catapulted, if I misjudge the velocity. Allow me, this is exhilarating. Up we go. I saw a thing down there. Ah, man, I don't think I'll be able to get it. See that tallest tower over yonder, Confessor? I've scried an auto coach at its peak. That should take us to the cradle. Be careful making your way across. These platforms look awfully unsteady. And it's a long way down. I'll try. I've only died to fall damage twice in this game. What could possibly go wrong? Wait, where's the others? Are they over here, or they go ahead? Another poor fool died to the madness here. Frost is craning his neck to examine the ornate ceiling. The markings are intriguing, elaborate yet entirely abstract. No apparent representation of figures or scenes. Perhaps Iberians held mathematics and geometry in higher respect than myth? No doubt this pattern had some ritual significance. I don't know, man. Maybe they just put it there because it looks nice. Looks like something's big up ahead. Let's not get careless. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it's the same robots we've been fighting this entire time. It's not that tough. I don't know where Basalt is. Figured I would have seen him by now, but I guess not. There's the auto carriage. Am I going alone? No going back. Well, here we are at last. The cradle. Looks like no alehouse I've ever seen. This platform should take us inside. When you get to Vela, you can do the talking. You can do the talking, Confessor. I reckon that's the best chance we've got. If she sees the rest of us, she'll only want to talk with her sword. What's with us being mutineers and all? I'm guessing your superiors want her brought in quietly, but if things go south, and I'm betting they will, we'll have your back. There may only be a handful of us, but we've faced odds before. I'll try to talk Vela into coming quietly. Oh, I hope it'll be that easy, Confessor, for our sake, and for Vela's. Just know that if she tries to slit your throat, we'll be ready to jump in. That's fair. Oh my, the cradle is really is enormous, isn't it? I'm sure even the stonemasons who built our endless mausoleums would break a sweat at the sight of this. Possibly. I'm just gonna equip these real quick. Wait, no, that's the wrong hat. This hat. If I'm gonna be talking to someone down, I better have my talkie hat on. Frost is staring at the cradle in silent awe. His former exuberance stopped dead in its tracks. Please forgive my ineloquence. I find myself quite overcome. What's the matter? He pauses for a while as he molds his words. In matters of religion, Confessor? I am my father's son and my mother's, for that matter, apostates to the end. They fled their homeland rather than truckle to any god. But this place, the power, the industry, the knowledge that its existence represents, I can find no word for it but holy. This is what the devout feel towards their gods. Probably. Being here makes my stomach churn, but make no mistake, my sword will swing true. If it were up to me, I'd rush Vela head on, give her no time to think before I cleave her in two. But Basalt thinks we should hold back. Assess the situation while you two have a little chat. And loath as I am to admit it, the bastard's usually right. Okay, I'm also gonna drink a luck potion, just be on the safe side. Where is it? I know I have some. Vela stands with poise, her commands booming through the chamber as Darkstar mercenaries scurry at her beck and call. Vela Callous! Vela's head snaps around, her eyes fixed upon you. She turns with one hand on her sword hilt. By order of the Inquisition, silence. Vela's voice cuts through the air, and her piercing gaze meets your own. I didn't see what was behind her. That is definitely something. An intruder? Here? We're leagues under the sky realms in a place as dangerous as it is inhospitable. You must be incredibly capable or extremely stupid to follow me here. She squints. Hold on. You're that whelp that had the gall to approach me on the blinding light, aren't you? A thin smile spreads across her lips. My, you've come quite the journey, Inquisitor. I almost didn't recognize you. But you must have had help. She ponders for a moment. Only Orlath saw the map that led here. She wouldn't have decided to come on her own. So, Basalt must have convinced her. And if he was putting a team together, Caxton Frost would be on top of that list. Maybe the Duchess as well. She shakes her head. But it can't be Basalt leading this. He'd never have joined the Inquisition without persuasion. It can only be Care. Oh, so that's her name. You don't deny it. You don't deny it? She grins. So a pack of traitors led by a fledgling Inquisitor have come to nip at my heels. Tell me, just what are you hoping to achieve? We've come to put an end to this, Vela. You must stop this. Your old friends helped me get here, but I've come to join your cause. Hell no. All I care about is my freedom. Nah, we've come to end this, Vela. You must stop this madness. Madness? Is that what they claim? Is the people of the Skyrealms who have lost the sense of reason. I only seek to put things right. She gestures at the abhorrent being that fills their vision. This extraordinary entity will be our salvation. It will mend our broken world and abolish the evils of humanity. All we need to do is awaken it, and we are so nearly ready. What is that thing? Someone would call it a god, but that would be to diminish its power. For the gods are of this world and are beyond its rules. Wait. Oh, for the gods are of this world and are bound by its rules. So this thing is the thing that created ciphers or something? I don't know. This being is of the void, the non-place of pure creation, where time and space act in mysterious ways. We know not whether the Iberians plucked it whole from that realm, or wove its corporeal flesh from void stuff. Regardless, in ancient Iberian dialects they called it an angel, after the mythical creatures of Middle Age lore. How is it that powerful? Waking it seems like a terrible idea. She grins. The process is not without its dangers. The Iberians built this structure as an incubator for the angel, and had they succeeded in waking it, their tyranny would have enslaved the world for eternity. We're fortunate that a lesser evil occurred. For the stringing of the angel, they caused the world rend. For the stirring of the angel caused the world rend and nearly obliterated all of existence. Okay, so that's just even more of a reason not to wake it up. But we have learned from their mistakes. We will use the angel to turn this world into a heaven, where every soul is free and equal. You could spark the apocalypse and destroy what's left. With the best intentions, you would only make tyranny of your own design. You could spark a second apocalypse and destroy what's left of our world. Over the past few years, I've recruited some of the most accomplished cipher scholars alive. With the correct wording, we will prevent a syntax cascade of this, we are almost certain. You just explained that... Lady, you just explained that this thing is beyond ciphers entirely. A being of the void itself. The gods of this world are bound by the cipher rule. This thing is not. What the fuck are ciphers going to do? And regardless, it is a reward not worth the Is the reward not worth the risk? What's left of this world is barely worth saving. But I would elevate us. but I will elevate us to something nobler than history has ever known. Her eyes glint as they look into your own. You see, Inquisitor, there is such beauty in us, such majesty, such potential. I have sailed the sky realms and seen such wonders. She waves her hand. Nay, not the void obelisks of Asfara, or the thousand spires of Beyond University. I have seen the nuns of Vagrant Hospice tend to their enemies. I have seen a man give his life for the blood barons of Turin, so that a stranger might live. She sighs. I have seen a child, recently orphaned, her face speckled with blood, offer me the last of her bread. She steps closer. But wherever my sails have taken me, I have seen hopes and dreams of the common folk crushed by oppressors, by the Union, Wiccan or otherwise. Everywhere I go, the poor writhe in the mud, so that the rich may sleep in silk. Once I thought my sword could right the wrongs of the world, that mortals and ethics could guide my blade. But I've seen too many skyships burn, and too often breathed the stench of human flesh to believe that still. In truth, I had lost hope, until my visions of an angel through my honoric interface of an Iberian map. I realized then what could be achieved. You can't change human nature. Oh, but with the angel we could. It can change anything of this corporeal world. Again, that just proves that the ciphers aren't going to hold it. But don't look so aghast. I really need come to that. Her stare gains a fiery intensity. I would empower us all, so that every peasant stands equal to their lord. I would blunt every sword, shatter every cannon, so that not a drop of blood would spill. Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. She looks down, her expression suddenly vulnerable, and I would banish death itself, so that no heart would ever be broken. This will be our heaven, and soon we will have it. Sounds like madness. Even if it worked, everything would change. You'd be taking away our freedom to fight for something, even to die. Yeah, no, this is pure madness, lady. You didn't think this through at all. You don't understand humans at all. She nods. A point of no return, beyond which no scryer can foresee. A labyrinth of possibilities, incomprehensible to mortal minds. But one must be willing to sail into the unknown. If one wishes for real change, better that than to linger in certain suffering. Very soon I will awake the angel, not out of greed or selfishness, but for the betterment of the sky realms and its people. What of your late sister, Isabet? Are you sure you're not doing this for her? I met a certain ghost who told me that your motivations are more personal. Vela frowns. A ghost? But who knows about... No. They couldn't be. Who it was doesn't matter. They told me about your late sister, Isabet. Vela glares at you in a newfound fury. How dare you mention her name? You know nothing of her soul, of my family. Isabet was... She meant more to me than... Vela closes her eyes for a long moment. Isabet and my mother burned alive in my father's mansion. That Isabet was taken so young, and I alone should live, speaks plainly of the injustice of this world. Am I wrong for wanting to change that? You don't speak for all. Many oppose you, even your own former Dark Stars. 75 charm? Shit. Traitors. Could have left their own accord. They had no reason to fight me. I'm sure I would have let them go peacefully. Vela bellows to her crew. Awaken the angel. I don't care if the preparations aren't complete. We have run out of time. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Her eyes return to you. I'm terribly sorry about this. I wish there was another way, but there isn't. The coming days are crucial. Now that it's awake, we have many delicate rituals and cipher words to enact, and you cannot be allowed to meddle in such momentous endeavor. So I'm afraid this is goodbye. We will not meet again. From behind you, you hear Jack Basalt yelling at the top of his lungs, Vela, no! This is fine. I've been stabbed worse. A valiant effort, human. The words ring through your throbbing head. Here we are again. Once again, I have plucked you from the jaws of death. But the number of times I have done so is relatively few. You have done well to evade defeat thus far. The High Confessor was wise to entrust you with this burden. But confronting Vela again will prove a formidable challenge. The Iberian craft she has commandeered will not be so easily assailed a second time. To fight your way through, you will surely need my assistance. The entity rattles its chains. These void steel shackles are bound with Vela's magic. Only by her hand or her death will I be freed. I am placing my trust in you, human. I guess I don't got a choice. The deity nods its conjoined heads. Now make your way to the High Confessor. I believe she wishes to speak with you. I'm sure she does. That'll take me back down. The authoritative voice booms from the ship's sound relays. You assume it belongs to Admiral Callous of the Union Navy. It's simply out of the question. Need I remind you, High Confessor Care, that your position of authority in the tribunal is in spite of your numerous crimes against the Union, most of which were committed alongside Vela herself. I care not if you sent an incorrigible band of felons to find my daughter. Considering your history with Vela, I cannot in good conscience allow you or your lackeys anywhere near her. Too late. So you will use the dilapidated old relic of an airship to hold the flank. You will not interfere with this operation, which is solely in the hands of the apostatic Union Navy. You are dismissed. That insufferable fool. Of all people responsible for this nightmare, he is hardly blameless. If he had just been a father to Vela when she needed one. A loud clang rings out from the coffin. And now he would beat her at her own twisted game. They want to seal it. Confessor XVII, the Navy wants the cradle for themselves. So the Union's subjugation of the Sky Realms is absolute. Okay, while I am siding with the Union, I'm going to be honest, my job is to kill any and all gods that I come across, so it's gotta go. That thing is too powerful to be kept around. So what are we going to do? Plus, you're my superior, so whatever you tell me, I have to do. So there's also that. A sigh rings out. I suppose I will have to hold the flank, just as Admiral Callous demands. It is too late, with too much at stake, to rock the boat now. No, we're not slaying a king, we're slaying a god, Omega. Technically an angel. There must be a way. There's always a way, Confessor. We have a card to play yet. While you were off getting yourself killed, the rest of your team managed to escape the Underlands aboard the cutter, thanks to Frost's repairs. Okay, that's good. Murder! Exactly, Omogo. As you have no doubt noticed, the Cradle has made its ascent into the Sky Realms. The Union Navy, finally realizing the gravity of the situation, showed up in full force. But they can't punch through. The Cradle's defenses shield some sort of highly advanced Iberian tech. So for the moment, they are at a stalemate. So all we have to do is slip past both, pilot the cutter, and sneak your strike team past the largest fleet in the world, and through the impenetrable Iberian shield to stop the most dangerous person alive. What could be simpler? How would we get past the fleet? In its current state, the cutter would be detected at once by the Navy's aeronautical wizards, but Caxton Frost has an idea. There are legends of an ancient Iberian skyshaft, a phantom vessel that would be able to break any barrier or evade any pursuit, said to be wrecked in the world rend, never to be seen again. Many have searched for the crashed vessel without success. Scryers find nothing, or suffer apoplexy. Apoplexy? The Union considers it merely a myth. Frost believes otherwise. There were rumors of a particular island with an Iberian wreck that was drifting through the Sky Realms. That very island has strayed into the Honoric Isles. Search the most distant islands on the Honoric Isles and find whatever power it hides of the wreck from scrying mines. Then you might slip past the Navy blockade. So how can I actually get to those islands? You cannot pilot the cutter, as Frost needs to modify it before your assault on the Cradle. No, it seems you will need your own airship. Take this writ of permission. It'll help you bypass the bureaucratic nightmare of purchasing a vessel from the Winged Merchants Guild. As for the hefty fee you will have no doubt required to pay, I cannot help you. Our coffers are empty, I'm afraid. And take this time to make sure you are fully prepared for the fight ahead. I do not think this situation will resolve anytime soon. By assaulting the Cradle will be no easy task. Now you should get going. I have my own troubles to attend to. Got it. Good. You are dismissed. Alright, let's go buy myself a sky ship. How the fuck do I get back down there? Oh, that's where she was hiding. I was wondering where you were. This is not the way I need to go. How does I get down from here? Do I just jump? Do I just jump and go down? Is that how I leave? I will do no such thing, Omogo. No gamba. Gamba no good. No. No gamba. No gamba. Illegal. There is no gamba here, Omogo. Never, not once, never. You seek nonsense. No, still illegal. No gamba. No gamba. In different gaze, greetings, traveler. I want to purchase an airship. I have a writ of permission right here. She snatches the document and eyes it suspiciously. What the? Well, it looks like you really do have permission to buy a ship, but all we have is a small cog, and that'll still set you back 200 coin. I'll take it. Alright, well, first thing, take this deed to your airship. It's legal proof of ownership. Don't lose it. Next, I'll arrange for the cog to be brought to this port. You should be able to see it docked at the jetty, outside when we're done here. Now, if you have this written permission, I assume you're well versed in the nuances of sailing and the intricacies of the Union trade law, or the polymaths would never have approved you. But in case, do you have any questions? No. Excellent. Was there anything else? Nope. Look at my tiny little ship. Look at it. It's beautiful and perfect. It's mine. What's this do? That's an anchor. I don't know how to upgrade it. We got places to be. Oh my god, I actually, like, drive it. How I go up? I go up like this. I'm gonna assume it's this island. Hi, Baron. Sounds about right. Well, that looks like an Iberian ship. Who are you calling a youngin'? Desert. That's gotta be it, right? Those are some wild-looking bugs. To face Vela in the cradle, you need to upgrade the cutter with a device that can pierce its powerful force fields. You found a desert island to the south of the Honoric Isles, where an ancient Iberian ship has run aground. Could this be what you're searching for? Iberian ore? Good. Chicken noodle soup, good. Continue to drink chicken noodle soup. It is delicious drink, not food. I gotta fight the bugs. I want to know how bad it is. Stab. I missed. The bugs, they are strong. Magic hurts. Well, that's good, Omogo. You deserve every bit of happy. Oh, excuse me. I don't have any chicken noodle soup to give Baron. All I can give him is the bloody corpses of these bugs. That's all I got. I'm sorry. I'm no use here. True, bugs are protein. Darn. Oh, I need... Wait, don't I have 7 might? Ow. Did great. All my stats are lowered by 1 because I couldn't find the fucking respirator. Large breaker-like switch is set into a console before you. The whole thing and the hut around it seems to have been put together from some haphazard, if impressive selection of parts, which now are showing their age. The switch is stiff, moving only with a grinding sound. When it thuds back into the device, there is no immediate change anywhere around you. Is there another engine I need to activate? I'm gonna assume I did something right by doing that. Okay, bye, Baron. Bye, Baron. Okay. How do I open that? There's treasure in there. I want it. How do I get in? I want treasure. Should probably just leave on my lore hat, shouldn't I? Gimme. Desert key. A worn-looking key that seems to have been beaten into shape from a piece of scrap. Found in the distant land. Okay, and I need more magic. I need a lot of magic. Thank goodness I have over 100 mana potions. Stupid butterflies. Who taught these bugs how to use magic? Hypnotic brooch. This seems to just be a little knot of twigs and faded flowers. Until you find, you can't look away from it, entranced by its appearance. Others find it too enticing too, and will fall under your entice spell for longer than usual. I don't have an entice spell, so oh well. Do I look like a magic user? Didn't think so. I guess since I'm not really stealthing right now, I don't really need the cape on. I'll have the speed boots on instead. Okay, now I need to get up there somehow. I think this is the path up. There's somebody living here? Hi? The face that peers through the straggle of hairs is a picture of incomprehension and suspicion, suddenly breaking into an expected gap-toothed smile of amazement. Come closer there. I'm hardly going to kill the first conversation partner I've had in 30 years. Let me look at you. You are real, aren't you? Not another entropic discharge of the sphere. That's the first time that I've been accused of that. Well, it wouldn't certainly be the first case of it. Still, you seem real, so do I, most of the time. My name is Ramison. As he comes closer, you can see that Ramison's clothing, ragged as it is, was once a resplendent set of old Iberian robes, or rather many sets, now seemingly all patched and darned together into a single bizarre ensemble. You really are. I was so sure we were all going to die out before anyone came back. Who exactly is dying out? We, the Ramison clan, my ancestors, the ones who built the ship. You've no doubt spotted right on top of us here. I thought we were all going to die out before anyone came back. What is this place? This is, well, it doesn't really have a name. This is just where we ended up. I thought we were all going to die out here before anyone came back. You've been here alone for how long exactly? Going on 40 years now since my parents died. I think that's right, at least. It's a bit hard to keep track. We've been here, the family, I mean, since everything really long before I was born. Is it me or does he look like Dr. House? He looks like Dr. House. I thought we were all going to die out here before anyone came back. I'm here looking for an engine, a sphere, I was told. You know about it? Knowledge still endures, yes indeed. I should ask how you found me, I suppose, but I have so many more interesting questions, so many things I've heard about the world out there. My grandfather told me you all live inside of giant mushrooms. Don't they get a bit smelly? Do you still have snakes? I always wanted a pet snake. But where are my manners? Excuse me, it's been 30 years since I needed them. My questions can wait. You must have questions for me. I was trying to explain to you, wasn't I? This is, or is our home? It was never meant to be, but the Ramesons, I'm sorry, I don't understand. You'll have to explain. Gladly. Well, now, my eight greats grandmother was an engineer and possibly a good one. An impossibly good one. When she was young, she became convinced that some terrible cataclysm was coming, and she built a ship to take us away. A new engine that could outrun the destruction. It almost worked. We escaped, but the engine was a wonder. Something went wrong with the steering, and instead of getting all the way away, the ship foundered. The ship foundered, crashed here. My ancestors scavenged from the ship, tore it to pieces, and reassembled it. Used the engine for protection instead of propulsion. It would fry any big ship that got near. And after a while, they just stopped trying. Most likely, people got scared. Until now. And so we've been here ever since. Just us. And now I'm the only one. The only one at all. The last Rameson. I've been hoping that someone might come. While I could still speak with them. I imagine you want to know more about the engine, though. The engine is revolutionary. It still works, you know. I'm the one maintaining it now. But I don't know what I'm maintaining it for anymore. In any case, the engine works. It's still up there in the wreck of the ship, though without anything to do, just puts out more and more energy. But you could remove it if you wanted. That's what you came for, isn't it? Don't worry, I know you didn't come here just to listen to me. The sphere is above, but you won't be able to reach it just like that. It puts out too much energy to get close to it. But there's a way to shut it off. 2 switches elsewhere on the island, separate from each other. Failsafes. If you can switch them both, the sphere will disconnect. You'll be able to get it out. Move it. Okay, you really don't mind if I remove it. What happens to you? What, you think I'm going to stop you? You think I could even try? In any case, what is it doing here now? Protecting me? From what? And when I'm gone, it'll be protecting nothing at all. No matter. Much better than that. It goes back to its original purpose. If you can switch them both, the sphere will disconnect. You'll be able to get it out. Move it. I think I already deactivated one of those switches. Well then, you already know what you're about. If you can find another, you'll be home and dry. Goodbye. You know, we could take Rameson with us, technically. Another one of these skulls. I don't know what to do with these skulls. I don't know what side quest they're a part of or something. Not a clue. And we are... I have no idea where we are. I marked this on the map, didn't I? Alright. I guess. Let's find the other switches. My guess it's going to be somewhere over there. Okay, giant bug hurt. Hurt very much. Good God, that took so much health. Hi, puppy. What are you doing over there? You just being adorable? Good. Can I open that? No, not a chance in hell I'll be able to open that. I don't even have close to enough charm to open that, especially after being cursed. I wish I knew where the expedition ship was. I would have loved to not be cursed. But, oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Oh, I can open that one, though. Flick the switch. As it clicks, you hear nothing, ringing in your ears. The strange echoing of silence, of a sound that you hadn't been hearing, stopped suddenly, and true silence rushed across the island. Well, the sphere's open. I do kind of want to see what's up there. That might actually take me up to the engine, so might as well take a look. Don't know what I'm activating there, but I'm hoping it's something important. Oh, it's one of these vaults. We opened one of these before. Maybe it's just more Iberian ore. Yeah, loot. What did I win from the loot? Delusion. Damaged Iberian helm. Poor, 30 armor. Cracked and incomplete, it may be, but you can tell at once this helm is Iberian, part of the legendary panoplies, worn by those long-dead warriors during their conquest of the world and its inferior civilizations. Boosts all skills slightly. Cool. But I don't want to equip it, so... You return, Baron? Oh my goodness. I could have never predicted such a return. Oh yeah, I got a skill point. I'm just gonna put that into might. I have embraced 20 delusions. Okay. I would like this lockpick, please. Thank you. Let's grab this engine. I'm sure it's perfectly safe to touch. Definitely not irradiated or anything. Yep, and the place is absolutely covered in ghosts. Why wouldn't it be? Magic? Magic? Is maybe that how? Maybe? Possibly, Baron? Magic? Okie doke. I'm gonna need a lot of lockpicks here. Hey, there's the engine. To face Vela in the cradle, you'll need to upgrade the cutter. On a desert island, you found an Iberian Ramesson sphere, which should allow the cutter to bypass the cradle's protective force field. You should return to the High Confessor with what you found. You bet. Maybe I should talk to Ramesson before I leave properly. It's done. You don't need to tell me. I can feel it. Or rather, can't feel it. Can't feel the energy anymore. Well done. That damn thing has sat in one place for centuries. Time to fly again. Time for it to fly again. Time for it to do what the Ramesons meant it to do in the first place. I can take you with me. Take you off this island. And what would I do then? There's nothing for me out there. Hope to live long enough for someone to come with a few kind words for me? And they have. That's enough for me. Leave me here and I'll join my ancestors soon enough. Go. Use it well. Goodbye to you then. Fly fast. Remember the Ramesons. I will probably forget you as soon as I leave the island because I have bad memory, but I will try. I did remember reading about them in a book, right? Interesting to know that the last Rameson still lives. Well, for now anyways. Time to go. There's the cradle. It's getting absolutely hammered by all the Navy. That is a small bunch of Navy ships. Okay, maybe it's not such a small batch of Navy ships. I don't think I can land at the fort, can I? No, doesn't look like it. I'll just have to land here and take the elevator up. It's good enough. I have the Ramesson engine. So it seems as though you have secured all necessary components, Confessor. Basalt informs me that the cutter is ready. This will be your final mission. For after this, we declare your penance fulfilled. You will be free to roam the Sky Realms once more. But I wanted to offer you a place here in the Tribunal. If you wanted to, serve the Inquisition alongside me. I will gladly join the Inquisition. That is good to hear, Confessor. You will make an exceptional agent. But back to the task at hand. You will assemble your strike team for the final assignment. You will approach the cradle in the cutter and fight your way through Vela's defenses. We've seen no sign of aberrant behavior from the cradle, so we can only assume that Vela has not yet awakened the creature within. You must kill her before she can do any harm. Got it. Just get to the cutter, docked with the cradle, and the rest of your team will begin the assault. Expect fierce resistance. Sacrifices may be necessary. We may not meet again. But I know this. I have come to respect you, Confessor. I trust that that when it comes to it, you will do the right thing. Kill the angel. Got it. That's something I can do. Orlath looks agitated, shifting in her armor. You know, I've faced up to impossible odds before. Always bested them, so why do I feel so goddamn nervous? She looks at her hands. It's trembling slightly. She clenches it into a fist. I guess I always looked up to Vela. She saved me more times than I can count. So even though I know this is the right thing to do, my stomach still churns. Listen, Confessor. When we met, you told me to stop Vela without bloodshed. Okay, bye, Baron. I think we can safely say that we tried and failed in that regard, eh? So this time, I ain't asking questions. I'm letting my sword do the talking. You better be okay with that. You're right. We tried, we failed. There's only one path forward. She grins. Do I hear a lust for revenge in your tone, Confessor? She did skewer you pretty good back there. Orlath is silent for a moment. You know, I never felt like I've belonged anywhere. Being born from a glass tube, then will do that to you. Even those first few years with Vela, when we thought we were really making a difference, it was still Vela's dream we were chasing, you know? But now, I think I finally know what my purpose is. To stop the evils of my ancestors forever being repeated. She twisted up the corner of her mouth. Or die trying. For better or worse, that's thanks to you, Confessor. So I suppose I just wanted to say thank you. Of course. She smiles at you warmingly. Alright, is you still out? Nope, she's not out here, so she is somewhere else. I have no idea where the Duchess is. I wanted to talk to her and Basalt before I leave. Basalt's in here. The Duchess is nowhere to be seen. The Duchess is nowhere. I want to have a chat with the Duchess. Where is she? Who knows? We'll talk to Frost and go from there. Frost and then Basalt. Oh, no, there she is. She's on the front. Never mind. Frost is sipping from a teacup, which he raises in salute at your approach. Ah, Confessor, good of you to join us. So here we are at last. The interval is nearly over. The curtains soon to open. Everything is in place for the final act. Let's just hope I can remember my lines. How are you feeling? He sips. Oh, naturally I'm scared shirtless. This is the confrontation I've been running from all along. This is why I became Horus, to escape. Yet I'm finding that the fear is less biting than before. It feels calming, somehow. To last be walking towards my troubles with a firm resolve. He snorts. Funny how long we've resisted the simplest lessons. Confessor, do you remember our first meeting? Lately I found myself turning over in my brain. At the time, you persuaded me that we should destroy the angel. At least it'd obliterate the world. It felt so liberating to agree with you. To finally shrug off that burden of my dreams and let go of all those years I sacrificed for my homeland's impossible promise. But he sighs and looks into your eyes. I've come to the conclusion that both of us were wrong. It's all Horus's fault, I'm afraid. His visions were so good because he still had hope. Hope that every person can be redeemed. That love really was more powerful than despair. When you reawakened my old self, I hoped that hope didn't die. It stayed with me, infectious, all mixed up together with everything I've seen and done. Everything the Clockwork Kingdom ever tried, it was mere child's play compared to that angel. This is it, the real deal. And now that we're on the precipice, I cannot turn my back. Frost smiles ruefully. So you see, I have to believe that Horus was wasn't wrong to hope. I mean that literally. I have no choice but to believe. I'm sorry, Frost. I won't let you activate the angel. Frost gazes at you for a while, then nods, his expression surprisingly peaceful. Very well. For this final act, should cast us as foes. Let us play our parts with gusto. He sighs. I'm going to flipping regret this, aren't I? I'm sorry, but the angel must be destroyed. Ever since I saw it, I've been thinking of that angel. I've long read of such ominous entities drifting in the void beyond reality. But until now, they were entirely theoretical. But seeing such a creature in the flesh, I could feel its incongruity, its vast contradiction, like a thorn in my brain with something so alien to this world. Maybe Vela can bend reality to her will. The Duchess plays idly with her void dagger, watching it glide through the air. Oh, Confessor, my apologies. I was lost in thought. It's an angel. Isn't that angel? I've long read of such entities drifting in the void beyond reality, but until now they're entirely theoretical for their complexities of our cipher art. We have only the smallest understanding of the void. Confessor, you told me that Vela must be stopped, and that the Endless must learn to accept their fate. I was thinking on this a great deal these past few days. My people's burden is ours to bear, and though we lament our torment, I believe some good, no matter how slight, can be gleaned from the worst tragedies. Vela's ideas of heaven might benefit my people, but I have no doubt it would wreak great havoc and disruption upon everyone else. For this reason, I'll help you stop Vela, no matter the cost. Are you still going to stop her, correct? After she ran me through with her blade, I can hardly... She must be stopped. She nods. I thought as much. It will be a risky fight, but I'll do my best to aid you. When we reach the cradle, I'll keep Vela's main force distracted with Cipher Shield. That should give you time to find an alternate entrance. But no matter what, this will be a perilous mission. I've spoken to Care, and arranged for my daughter's hand to be delivered home if I am to meet a similar fate as hers. Good. Well, this is it. One last daring push into Vela's maelstrom, eh? Only thing is, I fear there's no second chance. He shoots you a serious look. Don't matter how many times that god of yours can pull you back from the dead. If Vela activates that abomination, it's over. Unless we can stop her, Vela will either rule the world or end it. Damn that girl for bringing it into this. She could have done great things, you know. Her name could have gone down in history as a savior, not a tyrant. Yeah, anyways, Cutter's ready to depart. You might want to check with the rest of your crew, see how they're holding up first. But otherwise, use the controls when you're ready. Just make sure you're ready, eh? Assaulting the cradle is no easy task. This may be the last thing we ever do. What's the plan when we reach the cradle? The place is a fortress. Too risky for a head-on assault, but if the Duchess could distract Vela's entourage with her magic, the rest of us might have a chance. Frost thinks he spotted a back door, some sort of utility pipe that could be cracked open, giving you and Orloth a way inside. Then Orloth will head straight for Vela and try to keep her busy, As for you, find that angel at all costs. Then if it goes to plan, we meet at the cradle's center, and we can boot the angel back to the void. Piece of cake, eh? Theoretically. Well, this is it. Off we go. Right, well, despite all of that, went pretty smooth, huh? He grins. Damn sight better than last landing, at least. What's the plan now that we're here? The place is a fortress, too risky for head-on assault. Yep. Find the angel, break it, kill it. Do what I must. Once more, I've erected a transpositional supply tent. By all means, use it to stock up and... But don't tarry. We must strike quickly now that we're here. Vela's lackeys will come at us in full force. But I'll try to keep them at bay for as long as I can. Once we set off, we must find Frost and help him make his entrance. We're aboard the most abhorrent vessel ever constructed, surrounded by Union Navy on our way to face Vela Callous and her captive eldritch horror. She smiles. Careful, Confessor. Anything more dangerous and I might start having fun. Frost is in full flow, seemingly possessed by a ghost of his practical past. Onward, ladies. No dawdling, and no fawning about. Last one to reach the aeration pipe owes us a full Lundley's breakfast. He glances at you, baring his teeth in a fierce grin. Showtime from Confessor. Break a leg. They hurt. Their hits definitely hurt. What's taking Frost so long? We need to get this thing open or it's all over. Frost is once again fiddling with the handheld door breaking device, but this time it's visibly under stress. Confessor, you've arrived in the nick of time. Confound these obstinate Iberians. I'm attempting to halt this irritation turbine to afford our egress, but it appears that the failsafe switch somewhere nearby, most likely on the platform beneath here. There's an elevator down nearby. Find the switch and shut it off. And you shall have your door. Behind you, there's a deafening shriek of defensive magic and a flash of blue light. That briefly casts a deep shadow across Frost's face. He looks worried. Quickly now, Confessor. Let us not miss our cue. Technically, I guess I can just run past these fellas. Except him. I don't think I need to fight every single one of them. Probably, more than likely. Oh shit, Frost is down. Frost's body lies mangled within the twisted wreckage of his clockwork armor, his fine clothes sodden with blood. Fuck. Hey, he's actually able to swear now. You swore, I'm proud of you. Frost gives a weak but genuine grin before coughing up blood. Go and fuck yourself, Confessor. He grimaces. Not a bad finish for old Caxton Frost, huh? Final stand, a heroic downfall. Not a dry eye in the house. Dramatic to the last. But the curtain's not fallen yet, eh, darling? If you can build something better out of these ashes, then it won't have been for nothing. He reaches up and grips your hand tightly. Please, Confessor, activate the angel. Make it all worth a damn. He releases your hand and slumps back, his strength failing. Oh, and tell Sam that I'm sorry. I really did want to come back to him. I'll tell him, I promise. Frost's eyes are screwed tightly shut. He no longer seems to hear anything you say. The angel, please. You have to. Sam? Is that a gun? Yeah, that's a gun. Sadly, I've already made up my mind. The angel is not to be activated whatsoever. That's a side path. Where does this go? Not entirely sure what path I'm supposed to be taking. I'm just gonna keep going until I find the angel. Well, that looks important. It actually looks like the angel. That might actually be it. Okay. I guess we fight this, whatever the fuck this thing is. That has a lot of health. And a lot of range. I don't know what happened. Did this have a fucking thing to heal? Ow. Alright, whatever that thing is, it's dead. Having gained access to the Cradle's main structure, you've managed to defeat the replicated spawn of the Angel in combat. Nothing stands between you and Vela. Okay, so that was the Angel? Or something? I honestly have no idea what I just killed. Whatever it is, it's dead now. No, there's the Angel. Ah, crap. Vela stands over the lifeless body of her once friend Orloth, her sword dripping with blood and her face twisted with fury. You should be dead. I struck my sword into your heart. I saw your body fall. It would have taken a god to stop you from... Her eyes now. Oh, now I get it. Confessor. You really have been following my footsteps, haven't you? Not of my own free will. Killed her. She attacked me. I had no choice. If it wasn't for you... What happened to your arm and face? She flexes her arm, its black flesh pulsing with eldritch energy. Merely a byproduct of an unprecedented work we have been doing here. In the name of the Inquisition, I will cut you down. This is the fight you want? I'll gladly give it to you. You turned my comrades against me, forcing my hand. Their blood is your own consequence. Is on your conscience, as much as my own. They abandoned your cause long ago. She scoffs. They were just afraid of real change. None of them tried to assassinate me until you showed up. She points her sword at you, Orloth's blood still dripping from it. Get ready, Confessor. I won't let you nor the Inquisition get in the way of what comes next, for the sake of humanity. Don't you mean for the sake of Isabet, your sister? That's what this is all really about. Vela glares at you with a newfound fury. How dare you mention her name? You know nothing of her soul or my family. Isabet was meant to be more than... Vela closes her eyes for a moment. Okay, so we're just doing that again. Forget it. Let's finish this with our weapons. Wait. And now here you are, surrounded by the corpses of your new family, and what was it worth? Was Orla's death just? Vela's eyes go wide in shock, then narrow into slits of pure molten fury. I gave her a chance to stand down. I wouldn't have forgiven her. I would have forgiven her. A privilege I will not grant you. You're a lot weaker than the angel facsimile, so... And it seems you get stunned, so... This isn't really a fight. This is just sad. The angel put up more of a fight. Uh-huh. Okay, bye. Yeah, okay. Well, that works. Vela wheezes and coughs, blood dribbling from her lips. It seems I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. You didn't even throw a strike out at me. She grins weakly, showing teeth glazed and red. I guess it's up to you, Confessor. The angel awaits. Just consider what I said. You could use it to save this broken world. Sure, no, not happening. That thing is being sent back to the void, where it belongs. Oh, hello again. What do we have here? It seems as though some wretched soul spat from a dank prison cell has somehow stumbled into the most fateful moment in living memory. She grins. The angel watches you, stranger. It is incomprehensible. To its incomprehensible mind, you are more than a little insect crawling on shit. And yet here in this plane of existence, it has no power without one such as you. It is a thing born of the void. It can think and feel only in cipher, and lacks the perspective of a mere mortal. To have agency in this place, it must merge with another. This creature defies foresight, stranger. In the threads of prophecy, this moment of an abyss through which I cannot see. For years I thought it was Vela who would stand at the precipice, but now I see that it is you. It was merely a roll of the dice. She smirks. Many in your position would claim sole responsibility for their success. I'm glad you have a sense to see otherwise. These lands have long been home to the dreamers and fanaticists. Their delusions have steeped into the fabric of the earth, waiting for one to reclaim them. The people here have hung their wishes on your shoulders, nothing more. But you should do well to remember that your power, all power, is borrowed. You are not but conduits. And now, whether by chance or chance of skill, or you wield more power than any before you. The last time this angel was roused, the whole world was destroyed. You could banish it, or you could merge with it and succeed where those brief before you failed. What will you do, I wonder? Well, it's now or never. Good luck, stranger, if there is such a thing. Alright, back to the void with you. Creepy fucking insect. As you approach the angel, a presence builds inside your skull, till it feels your head might split in twain. Your body shivers with nauseating energy. Somehow you know the angel is inside you. Get out of my head. A needle of pain gouges through your mind. Memories of childhood, of people and places you know, all flash before your eyes, wrenched forth by the will of this creature. Is it trying to understand you? I want you to leave. Your body seethes with impotence and impatience. Yes, you understand. The angel can do nothing on its own. Not in this reality. Not in this body. It is trapped here. It must merge with another, a sentient being from the material plane. It is... If it is to have any agency here, it would need only be a moment, and the angel could separate once more, peeling off from this new form and returning to the void. Or it could stay and weave a new reality with those within this one. I'm ready to choose. A tingling of anticipation suffuses your body. The angel awaits your decision. I want to banish you back to the void. I feel a yearning for something like home, for an expanse of the infinite void. But a wave of anxiety hits you. There'll be no going back from this decision. All the pity and despair is tumult and the blood, the cycling cruelty of the pious thief. All of it will go on, alongside whatever joy the people of the Skyrim can carve from the crooked bow of their mere existence. Is that your will? Yes, you must return to the void. Your body is engulfed in a warm tingling that soon becomes a tearing, agonizing pain. Your vision distorts, then seems to blend with your other senses, like your very own consciousness is being dissolved into water. The angel is borrowing your mortal essence so that it may leave this reality. Your last coherent thought is a desperate hope that you made the right choice.
In a searing flash of light, the angel is torn from existence. For a moment, you see it tumbling into the fractal madness of the void, just before the rip in reality snaps shut. The cradle lurches around you. Without its power source, it has begun to plummet back to the Underlands. It is only thanks to the nimble piloting of Jack Basalt that you are rescued from the wreckage. You watch its metal carcass fall below the clouds, taking what remains of Vela and her former comrades with it. You are silent on the journey back, thinking only of Orla, the Duchess, and Caxton Frost, for whom the cradle will forever be a tomb.
Hi, Falkish.
In the years that follow, you rise through the ranks of the Inquisition, spreading fear wherever your boots tread. Your name soon gains a fearsome reputation, whispered with trepidation and reverence across the Apostatic Union.
Oh, apostatic?
Jack Basalt retires from mercenary work and spends the rest of his days drifting from tavern to tavern, drunkenly rambling of his bygone exploits. With time, the names of his former comrades are forgotten, and he is regarded as just another old fool. Frost never marries his lover, Samol. He remains a traitor in the eyes of his homeland. The Duchess, shredded and scattered to the winds, finds a strange new peace as a fractured witness to the secret life of the Underlands. The Emberian's armor lies, unrusting, at the base of the world, while her flesh returns to the soil. Their sacrifice is recorded on the jet-black memorial obelisk that stands in the gardens of the Citadel of Doubt in Riova. Thanks to your assistance, the Apostatic Union is able to purge the Wiccan covens from every corner of Hallowshire. The region enjoys a new era of stability and lawfulness, though despite many pleas for aid to the Union mainland, the famine drags on for several years. With your status as an Inquisition agent, you personally oversee this process, and it is your efforts that ensure the gods of this region fade into mere legend. And in neighboring Puel, the scry shroom harvest never quite recovers, with the village falling into destitution in the coming years. Hood, however, travels the sky realms, finding awe and adventure. By calming the Entombed One's rage, you ensured that the Queen of Silver will reign over the endless realm for many a century more, while her subjects rest safely in the quiet gloom of their mausoleums. And by aiding penitent Thor with her dilemma of sentient flesh, the Endless are able to remain self-sufficient. They continue to feast on meat that is, as far as anyone knows, lacking a mind of its own. Relations with the Apostatic Union continue to improve, and in time, the two neighbours are known as firm and fast allies, united in their godlessness. With your help, the Clockwork King dies without an heir, and its courtiers are violently deposed. Though many citizens perish in that first brutal winter, this time a natural spring follows in its wake, along with a blossoming sense of mutual solidarity. The Saboteur's leadership ensures that people meet the crisis together, and soon the old songs, all the old songs, return to the tea rooms and temples. It also creates a safe haven for crooks and black marketeers, who swiftly become indispensable to society. In response, the Union moves troops in from Hallowshire and occupies the island, announcing its intention to restore law and order. A long resistance struggle concludes with the declaration of New Cardova as a freebooting, fractious nomad republic. With Vela defeated, the chains that bound your mysterious benefactor shatter, freeing the entity at last. You never cross paths with it again. And as for Vela, now she lives only in history books and wicked rhymes to scare children.
Honestly, all the things that happened in the cutscene there, those are all the things I actually wanted to happen. Those are all good. I consider that a good ending.
Hi. Hello. Hello, puppy.
But we did it! We beat the game! Seriously, Vela didn't put up any fight. How did the Iberian, how did she not beat Vela, at all? Orlath was really phoning it in there at that last fight, and she died. That was kind of embarrassing. Embarrassing for her. It's I mean, come on. The Angel was more of a threat than Vela. But we did it. We beat the game. After 1.5 years, I can finally remove this game from the need to stream list. Yay! This was a good game. It was a very good game. I enjoyed very much. Hi, puppy. Yes, you're getting head pats. You're getting head pats. Yes, you are. We did it! We beat the game! I never got my gun because I have absolutely no idea how to get those, extra parts, but we did it! Hooray! I guess that's it now. That's the end of this game. I don't think this game will, add DLC to it, so that's the end of this game. I may play another playthrough of it for myself at some point because I know I do enjoy getting the achievements and all that. But I think the next big game that I'm gonna do, it's gonna be Red Dead Redemption. We need to do Red Dead Redemption. That's been on there since Red Dead 2, so we need to do that next. But I hope y'all have enjoyed yourselves on this wonderful playthrough. This is an amazing game. I suggest everyone play it. It's good. It's very nice. But for now, I will throw you all at somebody that I know that's live, and I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Or morning, whatever it is. You all deserve it very much.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.